Hi students, welcome you once again the lecture series of St. Wilfred College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Panvel. I'm Assistant Professor Sarita Tambe. My today's lecture is also on underwriting of shares. This is my fourth lecture. In the third lecture, we have solved one illustration on underwriting of shares. We are solving the illustration of case 2. What is case 2? If the shares are underwritten by more than one underwriter. So one illustration we have solved. Now let's solve in today's lecture one more illustration. So illustration number 3. So first let's see what is the illustration. I'm reading the illustration. A company incorporated on 1st January 2004 issued a prospectus inviting applications for 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. So one company, A Limited, has incorporated, it means came into existence on 1st January 2004, and company issued prospectus for raising capital by way of issuing 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. The whole issue was fully underwritten by 4 persons. 4 persons, it means 4 underwriter. So 4 underwriters A, B, C, D has underwritten all the share, whole issued. The issued number of issued shares are 5 lakh. So 5 lakh shares was fully underwritten by A, B, C, D. A underwritten 2 lakh shares, B 1,50,000, C 1 lakh, and D 50,000. Applications were received for 4,50,000 shares, of which marked application were as follows. So company issued 5 lakh equity shares, but out of 5 lakh equity shares, 4,50,000 shares के लिए application आया है. It means what? 50,000 shares are unsubscribed, and these unsubscribed shares has to be issued or subscribed by the 4 underwriters. Okay. Now let's see marked application also given. A's marked application 2,20,000, B 90,000, C 1,10,000, and D 10,000. Now see what is the requirement. Find out the liabilities of individual underwriters. We know that the liability of underwriter is 50,000 because 50,000 are unsubscribed shares. But we will have to calculate the individual liability. How many shares will be subscribed by A, B, C, and D? So let's find out by making this statement. So statement showing underwriters net liability. So we will require the total 6 column. The first column will be particular, then next 4 column for the 4 underwriters A, B, C, D, and last column is the total. Now what is the first step? In previous lecture we have seen the steps for calculating or for find out the underwriters net liability. So as earlier discussed, the first step is what? To find the gross liability. So see in this illustration, the gross liability is given. The number of shares 2 lakh will be underwritten by A. So यहाँ पे देखते हैं हम gross liability of A 2 lakh, then B का gross liability 1,50,000, C's gross liability 1 lakh, and D's 50,000. So total liability of all 4 underwriters is 5 lakh. What is the next step? The next step is to find the marked application and divide the marked application among all the underwriters. But here the marked application is given 2,20,000. A, how many shares underwritten or marked application of the A 2,20,000. Accordingly, we will write the marked application of B, C, and D, and these are the total 4,30,000 marked application. So the first step, deduct marked application from the gross liability. So we will get the balance liability of all underwriters. Now let's see here. Find out the balance liability. Deduct gross liability from deduct marked application from the gross liability. So the balance liability of all the underwriters. See in case of A, actual liability of A is 2 lakh, but the marked application of A 2,20,000. So the balance is negative, minus 20,000. B 1,50,000 minus 90,000, 60,000. B is the balance liability. C's underwriters liability minus 10,000 because marked applications are more than gross liability. D's liability is 40,000, and the total balance liability of all 4 underwriter is 70,000. Now the next third step. What is the third step? Third step to find the unmarked application. So we will have to find out the unmarked application. Okay. So unmarked application कैसे calculate करना है? Let's see the working note. Calculation of unmarked application. How many applications received by the company? 4,50,000. Less marked application. Marked application A, B, C and D. चारों के मिला के marked application 4,30,000. So application received minus marked application, you will get unmarked application. So let's write here the total unmarked application 20,000. Now in the third step, there is a need to divide the unmarked application among all the underwriter. And how it will be divided? As per the gross liability ratio. So gross liability ratio is not given here, but ये जो amount हमें given है, gross liability given है, with the help of that we can easily find out the ratio. So ratio is 4:3:2:1. तो ये जो unmarked application है, we will have to divide among the underwriters as per 4:3:2:1. So let's find out A's unmarked application. तो आपको कैसे calculate करना है? I'm showing here. See, 20,000 unmarked application multiply by 4 divided by 10. So unmarked application for A कितने हैं? 8,000. So I'm writing here. So 8,000 unmarked application for A. Let's calculate the unmarked application for B. So again here 20,000 multiply by 3. 3 का share कितना है? 3. Sorry, B का share है 3. तो divided by 10 you will get 6,000 unmarked application of B. Accordingly, you will have to calculate the unmarked application of C and D. 20,000 multiplied by 2 divided by 10. So after calculating the unmarked application, you will get the balance liability of all underwriter. So see here, minus minus plus. So that's why the A's liability is in a minus, that is a 28,000. So this balance figure is in a negative. Now in case of a B, 60,000 was balanced. After deducting unmarked application, the liability of B, balance liability of B is 54,000. In case of a C, minus minus again plus here, so minus 14,000. Then D, 40,000 minus 2,000, so 38,000 is the balance liability of D. Let's find out the total 50,000. Now see, we have followed the 3 steps, but if any underwriter's balancing figure, balance liability will be negative, so what you will have to do? So see, let me show you again the 4th step of calculating the net liability of underwriter. First 3 steps we have done. 4th step अब कब हमें follow करनी है? If the balance figure are all positive and 0, then it represents the net liability of underwriters. But if some of the balancing or resultant figures are negative, then go for the step 4. To see in our illustration, the 2 underwriters balancing figure is negative. So step 4 क्या है? Add all the negative figures, then divide their sum between the underwriters having the positive figures in the ratio of gross liability. So what we will have to do here? We will have to make a surplus and total sum of the figure of the underwriter whose balance is negative. तो यहाँ पे देखो, A's balance is negative, so 28,000 plus C's का negative है 14,000. So total the sum of the negative balances of 2 underwriters 42,000. Now हमें क्या करना है? Next, ये जो 42,000 है वो हमें divide करना है. किनको divide करना है? The underwriter whose balance is positive. तो यहाँ पे positive किसका है? B's underwriter and D underwriter. Let me highlight you. See ये दो negatives है. And the remaining 2 underwriters B and D इनका पॉजिटिव है. तो ये जो इनका सम है वो हमें किस तरह से डिवाइड करना है? एज पर ग्रॉस लायबिलिटी रेशियो, राइट ना? सो ग्रॉस लायबिलिटी रेशियो क्या है? 4:3:2:1. बट हमें डिवाइड किस में करना है? B and D. तो व्हाट इज द रेशियो ऑफ B and D? 3:1. सो लेट्स डिवाइड दिस 42,000 अमंग और बिटवीन द B and D. तो कैसे करना है आपको यहाँ पे? यस, 42,000 multiply by 3 divided by 4. So 31,500 divide, or the surplus of A and C is given to B. कितना किया हमने कैलकुलेट किया 31,500. सेम हमें कैलकुलेट करना है D का. तो D का हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? The total is 42,000 multiply by 1 है ना, divided by 4. So it will be 10,500. तो ये हो गई. ये जो सरप्लस था 42,000 का, वो हमने डिवाइड किया बिटवीन द बी एंड डी. नाउ लेट्स फाइंड आउट द नेक्स्ट स्टेप. हमें क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? बैलेंस और नेट लायबिलिटी. तो यहाँ पे जो 28,000 है वो हम क्या करेंगे? प्लस में जाएगा. तो इस वजह से द लायबिलिटी ऑफ ए विल बी नील. नो एनीवन शेयर्स विल बी परचेज, और कोई भी एक भी शेयर्स एक को सब्सक्राइब करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज एज लायबिलिटी इज नील हियर. नाउ सी द बीज लायबिलिटी 54,000 माइनस 31,500. So the B's liability is 22,500. In case of a C, again यहाँ पे C का बैलेंस भी नील होगा, बिकॉज जो सरप्लस है वो हमने डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया है बिटवीन B एंड D. तो यहाँ पे सेम एज जस्ट लाइक A, C का लायबिलिटी भी क्या होगा? नील होगा. Now let's see, find out the liability of D. 38,000 minus 10,500, 27,500. So what is the balance or net liability of the underwriters? 50,000, 22,500 B, and D का कितना है? 27,500. As we discussed earlier, total issued of shares 5 lakh, application received 4,50,000. So unsubscribed shares are 50,000, and these unsubscribed shares will be subscribed by B underwriter and D underwriter. B will subscribe 22,500 and D will subscribe 27,500. And A and C उनका liability nil है, इसलिए A and C will not purchase or subscribe any share of the company. So in this way, we will have to calculate and find out the net liability if the balance of any underwriter will be negative. I hope you have understood this illustration. Okay. Now the case 3 we will discuss in the next lecture, that is a firm underwriting. Let's see how it will be calculated, how the net liability of underwriter calculated if the firm underwriting is given. Okay, thank you. We will meet on a next lecture.